Jude Law revealed his wife forgot he was attractive after he grew a beard and a mustache to prepare for his roles in Firebrand and his latest film, The Order. The actor, 51, made the surprising confession on Jimmy Kimmel Live on Tuesday as he discussed his newest film, which follows veteran FBI agent Terry Husk as he investigates a string of violent robberies. As the cat and mouse game intensifies, Terry discovers the bank robberies are being used to fund a white supremacist group's plans to overthrow the U.S. government. And while discussing the exciting new project, Jude explained that he had needed to grow his own mustache to fully get into his 80s character. Speaking to the talk show host, 57, the talented Mr. Ripley star explained all the facial hair in the film was his own. After Jimmy asked him if he had used a fake mustache, Jude revealed, "No, it's mine. You can't be using a glue-on mustache because every time you smile it pings off, so it's easier to grow it, and my wonderful wife put up with it." The star then explained that his wife hated his facial hair, and after a year of growing both a beard for his role as King Henry VIII in Firebrand and then a mustache, she'd almost forgotten what he looked like. When Jimmy asked Jude whether his wife, Philippa Cohn, liked his new look, Jude revealed she wasn't a fan. He said, "Well, I'd just done a film where I played Henry VIII, where I had this huge beard, and then I shaved that off and kept the tatch. And then, the summer I finished and I'd shaved it off, we were on holiday. And I catch her looking at me this one afternoon, and she's like," the star then raises his eyebrows and smirked. And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "I just remembered you're really attractive." And it's like, poor love. She'd put up with me for nearly a year with all this as he gestured around his face before laughing. But the star looked worlds away from his most recent characters as he arrived at Jimmy Kimmel Live. In Hollywood, the young Pope actor looked suave in an oversized gray suit which featured a double-breasted jacket with statement black buttons. Underneath the silk suit, Jude donned a gray t-shirt and accessorized with an elegant white scarf which he tied around his neck and a pair of dark gray suede loafers. Jude has gone through several transformations in the past year, growing a large beard for his part as the famous Tudor king opposite Alicia Vikander, who played the royal's sixth and final wife, Catherine Parr. And the star was not afraid to throw himself into the role, previously revealing he gorged on late-night ice cream as part of his transformation into a bloated Henry VIII. Speaking to the Sunday Times, the closer actor explained his metamorphosis for the historical drama was his most extreme transformation yet. Jude transformed himself into a miserable incarnation of the king who could barely walk at the time, weighed 28 st and needed 9 men to lift him on his horse. Lifting the lid on how he managed to gain weight for the role, he said, "It was a process. Like Charlie Chaplin or Father Christmas, Henry has a familiar silhouette, so if you get that shape, the brain fills in a lot of the gaps. So I grew a beard. I had bodysuits, clothes, weights on my legs, and bits in my shoes to perfect his gait. I only had about 4 months to prep, so couldn't balloon up to full weight, but I did eat loads late-night pasta and ice cream, so I had a bigger face." And Jude said it wasn't just a case of putting on weight, and during a Q&A at Cannes Film Festival last year, he explained he doused himself in an awful bespoke scent during filming, made of blood, fecal matter, and sweat. He said, "I read several interesting accounts that you could smell Henry 3 rooms away. His leg was rotting so badly. He hit it with rose oil. I thought it would have a great impact if I smelt awful." He enlisted the help of a specialist perfumier, with Jude saying, "She makes wonderful scents, and she also makes awful scents. She somehow came up with this extraordinary variety of blood, fecal matter, and sweat. Initially, I used it very subtly, but then it became a spray fest." Director Kareem admitted the effort was effective, saying, "When he walked in on set, it was just horrible." And just a few months after wrapping his period drama, Jude once again transformed into the washed-up FBI agent Terry Husk. He said of his character, "There was a sort of lived-in quality to him that I enjoyed. There was a lot of discussion about facial hair, but every agent I interviewed had a mustache, so it was just a given that I had to grow one.